Nashville, welcome to the greatest show on earth.
The best athletes in the world are about to enter the battlefield, but only one will drive away a champion.
Champions don't give up.
And champions don't back down.
They say iron sharpens iron. What about 6 tons of pure steel?
The road to World Finals rolls through here.
And I'm ready to punch my ticket.
And I'm ready to punch my ticket.
And I'm ready to punch my ticket.
Nashville.
Nashville.
Nashville, are you ready for Monster Jam?
Nashville, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
Nashville, it is time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. We have 8 of our fastest Monster Jam superstars who have been seated in bracket style based on a random draw. The winner of this race will move on to the semifinals. All right, Nashville, I want to hear you as loud as you can. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Make some noise in the black lane. It's Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. He's taking on his opponent in the red lane. It's Matt Cody in Gravedigger. A long-time rivalry between these two trucks, but it all comes down to this race right here in the Bridgestone Arena. 2 trucks pulling to the line, each of them hoping to secure that spot in the semifinal round. The lights are ready. These trucks are about to go green. Your winner is Matt Cody in a Gravedigger. Next up in the black lane, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. He's taken on our racing winner from yesterday in the red lane. It's Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. We saw Sparkle Smash take the racing win yesterday, but Terminal Velocity has got his chance back right now. Let's go green! Your winner is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Our next matchup is on the track, ready to go. In the black lane, let's hear it for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. He's battling against John Zimmer in Zombie. Two drivers on the track, but only one spot in the semifinal round between the two of them. Each of them pull to the line. Watch the corners, Monster Jam fans. It's gonna take a smart driver to battle each other and these track conditions. Let's go green! Your winner is John Zimmer in Zombie. Tough track corner out there for Crazy Train's Triton Robbins, but an incredible save back on all four BKT tires. Zombie advances on to the semifinal round. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You can see his BKT tires catch that dirt. That just means that corner is a bit tacky. We saw Triton Robbins get caught up on that corner right where you see Plain Crazy right now. That corner could be holding a lot of moisture in the track. And when our Monster Jam trucks slide over those dirt that is more of a clay-like texture, those BKT tires have a little bit of trouble sliding across the top. It's gonna take a driver with a lot of control, a lot of consistency to get past that tough corner. We've seen a few do it to move on to the semifinal rounds, but Nashville, keep your eye on that corner. You'll see these drivers almost slow their speed down to be able to manage the momentum and balance of those 12,000-pound machines. We've got our next matchup on the track ready to go. We're gonna see how these two drivers battle this crazy track and battle each other for the spot in the semifinal round. Repeat. Thank you so much. We'll pull these two trucks to the line, and it's our last race in racing round one in the JCB Racing competition. We're gonna see these two battle it out for the last remaining spot in the semifinals. In the black lane, let's see those shark attacks. It's Angelina Knock in Megalodon. And in the red lane, it's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. A tough track with two very tough competitors, each one of them hoping to be the first one to cross that finish line. Keep your eyes on the racing lights at either end of the arena. We've got the first set of amber lights for them to get on their mark, to get set, and to go green. Crazy. An action-packed round one of racing indeed here in the JCB Racing competition. Let's take a look at the matchups and how our semifinal round is shaping out. We saw Gravedigger and El Toro Loco battle it out in a close race with Matt Cody and Gravedigger moving on to the semifinal round. He'll be taking on John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Sparkle Smash almost rolling, but able to maintain control there in that race. But unfortunately, it was a loss for her as John Zimmer Jr. moves on to the semifinal round. Then our next matchup, we see Zombie moving on to the semifinal round, being able to manage those track conditions and be the first to cross the finish line. And we saw that exciting race just now. It's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy moving on to the semifinal round, taking on Zombie. We've determined the 4 fastest drivers, but there's only 2 spots in the final round. Remember, the winner of this race will earn the first 8 points of the event.
Monster Jam fans, we started with 8 drivers, and we have whittled it down to the final fastest 4. Nashville, are you ready to see the JCB semifinal round?
Nashville, if you think terminal velocity will be the first one to cross the finish line, let's hear you. If you think the winner's gonna be Gravedigger, make some noise. Your winner is terminal velocity, John Zimmer Jr. Terminal velocity, John Zimmer Jr. Moving on to the semifinal round due to Gravedigger's disqualification. Bring your eyes over to that Monster Jam gray turn cone. If at any point during the races a Monster Jam truck is to knock that turn cone out of its parameter, that is an immediate disqualification. You've got to be real quick and tight around those corners, and it was terminal velocity John Zimmer Jr. moving on to the semifinal round. Next matchup is on the track and ready to go. Let's hear it if you think the winner's gonna be Plain Crazy. Make some noise if you think it's gonna be Zombie. 2 trucks pulling to the line to fight for the final spot available in our final round of racing. There's only room for one. A race too close to call. We're gonna take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. We've got our officials upstairs reviewing the footage right now to see which one of these drivers had their 2 BKT tires cross that finish line first. A close race indeed. But I just got word, your winner is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
Nashville, it's time for the JCB Racing Finals. The winner of this race will win the first 8 points of the event and take over that #1 spot on the BKT Overall Event Championship leaderboard. Nashville, are you ready to meet your JCB Final Round contenders?
He's your 2023 Rising Star of the Year. Give it up for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He's a second-generation driver competing since 2020. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. A matchup between two fierce competitors here in the JCB Racing Finals round of racing. The first 8 points will be claimed by one of these drivers. Remember, the first 8 points to be claimed in racing is the last time. Nashville, after that, you will be in charge of the scores, and it'll be up to you to bring these drivers to the top and determine exactly where you think they should land on the leaderboard. Each one of these drivers will need to compete against each other without knocking one of those turn cones out of its parameter. The matchup between Plain Crazy and Terminal Velocity is a 2025 first-time matchup. You're gonna watch two drivers go against each other that have not yet raced each other before. We've got our officials checking in on Plain Crazy just to make sure he is good to go for the race. If we're given that go-ahead, we'll take both trucks, get them lined up, and begin this final race. Here at Monster Jam, we are truly at the mercy of these trucks, which is why it is so important that our technicians, drivers, and everyone's geared up to put on an incredible event for you Monster Jam fans. I just got word from our officials. Looks like there is a no start for Plain Crazy. Trouble with getting his truck to start right now. We're gonna hear from our pit reporter, Carlos, on the details of that breakage later, but I have been informed that it will be John Zimmer in Zombie coming out to take his place. He will be taking on John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Nashville, that means we have got a father versus son race here in the final round of racing in the Bridgestone Arena. We're gonna get to see John Zimmer Jr. up against John Zimmer Sr. Plain Crazy is gonna head back into the crash zone, and we are gonna find out more on that later. Carlos will be in the pits giving us the breaking news. But it's not just Monster Jam happening right here in the Bridgestone Arena. We've got Monster Jam happening all over. We've got some good footage right now, if you bring your eyes to the video board, of another Monster Jam event happening right now. Monster Jam is all about thrills and excitement, just like the Ford Bronco Sport. Designed to make any adventure successful, this SUV comes equipped with a hands-free liftgate, so you can load all your gear with the swipe of a foot. Included with the Wi-Fi hotspot connectivity, you can stay in the loop no matter where you are. We're back to the action. Nashville, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Put your hands together for his dad, John Zimmer in Zombie. A fun matchup indeed, father versus son in a crazy turn of events. Let's go green! A race race too close to call. We're gonna take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. We've got our officials reviewing the footage right now. Check those two front BKT tires. Who crossed that line? I just got word, your winner is John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity claims the first 8 points of the event. Nashville, he's showing off for you. Give it up for your JCB Racing winner, John Zimmer Jr., battling it out, adding 8 points to his score here today, beating out his father and the rest of the competitors here on Arena Championship Series Central. John Zimmer Jr. gets to add 8 more points to his score. A racing win here in 2025. Give it up for your JCB Racing winner, John Zimmer Jr.
Monster Jam fans, I am here with your racing champion on the last event of Nashville. I gotta ask, what was going through your mind? You're lined up here on the track, you have one competitor, and then all of a sudden your dad's coming out, he's gonna race you in the finals.
You know, I got to the finals on luck, 100%. Matt Cody ended up taking out a turning pole. I was not having a good race. You know, every dog gets their day. You know, I got up here on this pod. But like you just said, I got to race my dad. That's the very first time him and I have ever raced each other on this series, let alone in the final round. I got one up on the old man today.
You're 1-0 here on Arena Championship Series Central. We're excited to see how that little rivalry plays out. But we've got another competition. You've been building up momentum. What do you want from these fans during the two-wheel skills competition?
Well, from here on out, y'all, it is in your hands. You got to get on your phones, get on judgeszone.com. You got to judge all 8 of us drivers. We're about to come out here and throw down some crazy tricks with these 12,000-pound beasts. It's going to look like RC cars out here, y'all. I'm not playing around. You guys having fun at Monster Jam? We're just getting started. Let me hear ya.
Give it up for John Zimmer Jr.
An incredible racing, JCB racing competition here to kick off our event. Let's take a look at how that affected our BKT overall event leaderboard. Terminal velocity, John Zimmer Jr. has landed himself confidently in first place, claiming those 8 points of the event. In second place, it's John Zimmer in Zombie with a total of 7 points. And then you can see, Monster Jam fans, exactly how this plays out. We've got a two-way tie now with Gravedigger and Plain Crazy, two-way tie for third place, both holding 4 points. And then we've got an actual four-way tie for fifth place. Each of these drivers holding 2 points. El Toro Loco, Crazy Train, Megalodon, and Sparkle Smash. But take a good look at this BKT overall event leaderboard because it could be completely different the next time we take a look at it, because our next competition is the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. This is gonna be your first opportunity to be an official Monster Jam judge, so get your phones ready at judgeszone.com. We wanna see some stoppies, poppers, combination, moonwalks. We wanna see all of those crazy maneuvers that have made Monster Jam a worldwide phenomenon. So get ready because you'll be the judges and we're handing our driver's destiny over to you. Monster Jam fans, one of my favorite things is getting to make new friends out of my Monster Jam fans. And I got a couple of new friends here today. We got Bailey and Ezra, and we're gonna play a super fun game. We've got an animated race that we're gonna put up on the screen, and you are gonna have to guess which Monster Jam truck you think is gonna be the fastest. So, you think you're ready?
So yeah.
He's ready. He's a man of few words, okay? And we're gonna work as a team, Nashville, so don't worry, you guys will be able to help Ezra out, and we are all gonna figure out this race together. So let's kick off that animated race. Take a look, we've got El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Megalodon. Who do you think is gonna win?
Megalodon.
Megalodon? Bailey, what do you think? Who do you think is gonna win?
Megalodon.
All right, we're Team Megalodon. Let's go green on that race. Megalodon starting off strong. Oh no, but El Toro Loco is in the lead. Gravedigger's catching up now. Oh no. And Megalodon won! Congratulations, Ezra, Bailey. You guys chose the right truck, the winning truck of this race. And you know what? For doing such a great job and for helping me out, I do have a little something for you guys. I want to send you home with this bag. It's full of some awesome merch from the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. But not only that, inside this bag are 4 tickets for you to come right back here to the Bridgestone Arena and see the incredible show, the greatest show on earth by the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. You're gonna see some cool, crazy circus stuff. It's January 24th. You think you wanna come back for some more fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says yeah. We want to thank you guys so much for helping us out. Give them a big round of applause. Nashville, pat yourselves on the back. You did a fantastic job. We've got more Monster Jam action headed your way. We're moving on in the competition, and we've got the 2-wheel skills challenge coming up. This is your first opportunity for you guys to be the official judges of the competition. And Carlos, we got to get them geared up and ready for that.
All right, guys, I showed you earlier, judgeszone.com. You'll take a look at the video board and you will go to that website and lock in your official judges score for this competition and here on out. So be ready. In this competition, the 2-wheel skills challenge, you guys are gonna wait for those ribbon boards to turn red. Once they turn red, you'll have 20 seconds to lock in those scores. All right, Nashville, who's ready for the 2-wheel skills challenge?
Let's see those Toro horns in the air for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Scoring is open for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Nashville, your first opportunity is right now. You see those ribbon boards turned red? That's going to be your cue to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores right now. You can scan that QR code or head to judgeszone.com. Let's take a look at that run, though. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Up on 2 BKT tires, blowing smoke out of his Monster Jam truck. There's so much control and precision that goes into pulling off these maneuvers. He was able to do it well, may have not at all landed on 4 tires, but we're gonna check out what you thought, Nashville. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is... It's a 6.875, a solid score indeed, and that currently is going to be the score to beat. Monster Jam would like to salute our local Tennessee Ford dealers for their support in this year's event. Ford's lineup of vehicles has something for everyone, including the Ford F-150, rugged Bronco Sport, unstoppable Explorer, and a host of vehicles that make life better. Find out for yourself at buyfordnow.com and check out all the greatest Ford vehicles from the comfort of your home. We're keeping the action coming to you, Nashville. Next up, it's Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. Monster Jam fans, if you liked that nose wheelie, give it up for Jamie Sullivan. 20 seconds left to lock in those scores.
What a solid run from Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. She's having fun out there on the track, and we can tell by the way she's driving. We saw her, able to pop that truck on 2 BKT tires. Then she's able to hit that confetti button. I mean, what a fun 2-wheel run. But it matters what you think, Nashville. We've got the scores locked in. The current score to beat right now, held by Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. It's a score of a 6.875. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... That's an 8.498. We have a new leader. Next up in the two-wheel competition, put your hands together for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Crazy Trains looking for those train horns in the stands.
Scores are open, Nashville. Scores are open. Give it up one more time. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. 20 seconds left to lock in those scores. Score now, score now.
Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Looks like he's having fun out on the track as well. You can see on the super glue glued to the action, a replay. He's able to almost send it up into a sky wheelie, able to maintain great control over that Monster Jam truck on those landings. We're gonna see exactly how the scores played out. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is, that's a 3.886. Right now, that's good enough for third place.
Nashville, get ready for Megalodon two-wheel skills.
Scores are open. Scores are open. Give it up one more time. Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Nashville, you have 20 seconds. 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
Angelina Knock in Megalodon, definitely looking for that sweet spot on the pod to pop up that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. You can see her adjust those BKT tires to hopefully pop it up. There's so much precision that goes into being able to pull off these maneuvers, and you can tell that she's looking for that exact spot. We got the scores locked in. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is... It's a 3.828. That right now lands her in 4th place. Next to hit the track, make some noise for your JCB Racing winner. It's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He's saying hello, Nashville. Stop, he does not have a backing up keeper. That's hilarious.
Scores are open. One more time, give it up, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Nashville, you guys saw everything from combination passes, moonwalks, wheelies, 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
A fantastic run from John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Nashville, what do you think? He's feeling good after that run, and I can see exactly why. We're gonna see exactly what it means for the scores. The current score to beat right now is held by Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash with a score of an 8.498. And the score for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is... That's a 9.408. We have a new leader. Next to hit the track, let's see those zombie arms. It's John Zimmer in Zombie.
Scores are open, Nashville. One more time, give it up, John Zimmer Sr. If you liked that round from Zombie, go to judgeszone.com, NSH, and lock in those scores.
John Zimmer coming out in Zombie for the two-wheel skills challenge, putting on a great run, 2 successful maneuvers we saw up there. Check it out on the Super Glue, glued to the action replay. We're able to see him send that Zombie truck into the air. Let's see what you guys thought. The scores are locked in. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is a 6.465 right now. That's good enough for 4th place. Next up, let's see those wings in the crowd for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. He's looking for those planes in the crowd, Nashville. He's got 1 attempt remaining. Scoring is open for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Head on over to judgeszone.com. You see the ribbon boards are red. Nashville, that's your cue. Head on over to judgeszone.com and get your scores locked in. Take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. A fantastic run by Montana Robbins out there. I mean, he's able to pop that truck up with speed and then really be able to maintain control of balancing that 12,000-pound machine up on 2 BKT tires. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is a solid score, a 7.714 right now. That lands him in 3rd place. Last to hit the track, he's in that black and green wrecking machine. Give it up for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Scores are open, Nashville. Scores are open. Give it up one more time. Matt Cody in Gravedigger. You guys have 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Judgeszone.com. Score now.
Matt Cody in Gravedigger out on the track here, pulling off poppers and nose wheelies and doing a little dance up on the pod for you. He's out here with an incredible save at the end of his run, proving exactly why he's behind the wheel of that black and green wrecking machine. We've got the current score to beat right now, held by John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity with a score of 9.408. And the score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is Nashville. This means the winner of the two-wheel skills challenge is Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Matt Cody, how much have you had to overcome from the track to the truck to the crazy conditions, and you come out on top? What is going through your mind right now?
Well, hey, like I was saying yesterday, it always feels good when I can come up here and talk to you. Man, it feels good. Man, I messed up in racing and took out that turn pole, messed myself up. Knew I had to come out here with some redemption, put on a great two-wheel skills challenge for you all. I've been having some issues yesterday, but I think I found my groove again. Man, I had an awesome run, and I appreciate the scores, but my hat's off to John Zimmer Jr. He came out and laid down two awesome passes, some combos. Man, in my book, that's a win, but we'll take a win when we can. We'll take the 8 points, and we're going to keep on moving on.
Right, you have such a competitive series. That run was crazy from John Zimmer Jr., so count them where you can get them, right? You still have one more half left. You really picked it up in another event in that second half. Is that what you're looking to do here today?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we've had some great donuts. The other driver's been having some issues with the dirt. Man, we've been able to come out and sling some dirt around with these BKT tires, get them going. Man, I can't wait for that. And then, of course, the fan favorite freestyle. Come out here for 75 seconds, bad to the bone, Gravedigger freestyle. But you never know, you might even see a crazy backflip out of us. But first, man, my guys back there on the two-wheel dirt bikes, get ready to come out here, do some high-flying action. Who's ready for some FMX? Let me hear you.
Monster Jam fans, after all that action, I think we could use a little break. We're kicking off Monster Jam halftime right now. We're giving you an opportunity to get up, stretch your feet, head on out to the concourse, enjoy the food that is there, and also our Monster Jam merchandise out on the concourse. But you're gonna wanna make your way back to your seats, because after you get back, not only do we have our halftime report brought to you by our Tennessee Ford dealers, we're gonna see the stars of freestyle motocross take to the sky and compete in the best trick competition. You'll be the judges of that too, so we'll need you back in your seats because you don't wanna miss any of that action. Right now, right when we kick off halftime, I want you to bring your eyes to the video board because we've got some special fan messages. I don't know, Nashville, I think they want you to cheer louder. We gotta give a big entrance. Give it up for Nick Desmond, Kenny Haskell, TJ Tiffany, and Greg Duffy.
Monster Jam fans, these riders are gonna start off with a couple of warm-up jumps to see what kind of energy you're gonna give them. We've got an incredible lineup for you guys today. Nick Desmond, Kenny Haskell, TJ Tiffany, and Greg Duffy. That's what they like to hear in Nashville. Keep it going. Two knack-knacks, one jump, craziness going on right here. Just a few more warm-up jumps until our best trick competition. Monster Jam fans, we've got freestyle motocross competitors, stunt riders. These guys have been doing it a long time and are super excited to show you their skills. Huge whip from Kenny Haskell. TJ Tiffany hitting us with the lazy boy. And Greg Duffy with a backflip. All right, Monster Jam fans, you got the chance to see them warm up with a couple of already amazing tricks, but we've got that much more for you. We're gonna move on to our FMX Best Trick Competition, and here's how it's gonna work. Each of our riders will get one opportunity to go from one side of the arena to the other, doing their best trick. Then after they land, you guys are gonna go on judgeszone.com, to lock in your official score to crown our champion. All right, Nashville, let me hear you. Who's ready for FMS Best Trick?
Up first in the best trick competition, make some noise for Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond is from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He's been riding freestyle motocross for 19 years, and he's been with our Monster Jam family for a total of 4 years. He's bringing all of his talents, all of his tricks right here into the Bridgestone Arena, riding his Yamaha YZ. Nick Desmond!
Scoring is open. One more time, give a shout out to Nick Desmond. Fans, you have 20 seconds left. Go on judgeszone.com, lock in those scores.
Nick Desmond starting us off strong here in the best trick competition. I mean, check it out. He's almost able to go completely horizontal with his body over that bike and at the peak of his air. The scores are locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Nick Desmond is a solid score is 7.503. That is the score to beat. Up next in the best trick competition, give it up for Kenny Haskell. Kenny Haskell is from Boston, Massachusetts, and he's been with Monster Jam since 2013. He's bringing his talent to you right here in the Bridgestone Arena, riding his Yamaha YZ. Nashville, give it up for Kenny Haskell.
Scores are open. One more time, a round of applause, Kenny Haskell. If you liked that best trick attempt, go on judgeszone.com and lock in those scores right now.
Kenny Haskell definitely gunning for his friend and competitor Nick Desmond, pulling off a flip in the best trick competition. In Nashville, we heard you get loud. I can't wait to see your scores. Hopefully, Kenny Haskell's looking to knock out Nick Desmond, but we'll see. Did he do enough? The score for Kenny Haskell is... That's an 8.920. We have a new leader. Next competitor in the best trick competition, put your hands together for TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany is from Orlando, Florida. He's an international stunt rider, and he's been a part of some of the highest grossing movies in America, such as Bad Boys for Life and Avengers Endgame. You might even catch him on this season of Outer Banks. Nashville, give it up one more time for TJ Tiffany.
Another backflip. Give it up for TJ Tiffany. JudgesZone.com scoring is open. Lock in those scores right now.
Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. A textbook perfect backflip by TJ Tiffany. He's able to get the right momentum. They're making this stuff look easy. Nashville, a tough job you've got in your hands. We got the scores locked in. The current score to beat right now is held by Kenny Haskell. It's a score of an 8.920. And the score for TJ Tiffany is close. It's an 8.762. That puts him in second place. Last but not least, make some noise for your next competitor. It's Greg Duffy. Greg Duffy's from Graysonville, Maryland. He is the world's first rider to perform a double front flip in a professional competition while at the Nitro Games in Salt Lake City. He's also a 2016 Nitro World Games winner. Give it up for Greg Duffy.
Scoring is open. One more time, Greg Duffy. 20 seconds left, 20 seconds left to lock in those scores for the FMX Best Trick competition.
Greg Duffy pulling off a heel clicker backflip in Nashville, looking to turn up the heat in the competition and definitely looking to turn up the scores. Lock in those scores now for Greg Duffy. We are the closest we've ever been to finding out who's walking away with the winning title. Scores are locked in. The score for Greg Duffy is it's a 9.720, which means Nashville, your winner of the Best Trick competition is Greg Duffy.
Monster Jam fans, that was our final Best Trick competition. But we've got a little more in store for you. Our FMX riders want to treat you guys with the grand finale, and here's how it's gonna work. They're gonna line up back to back to back to back, fly from one side of the arena to the other, and do some awesome tricks here in the grand finale. So, Nashville, you got one big cheer left in you for our FMX riders! They're getting set up. They're lining up in front of our ramp. Nashville, here we go. All four of us hitting us with a giant whip. I think they got another one in them. Let them hear it. Their tricks get better and better and better. Nashville, this is the final time this weekend that you will get to see these superstars fly across the arena. One more time, one more time, one more time. Nashville, the superstars of USFMX. Nashville, once again, back to back to back. Greg Duffy, your best trick champion. Greg, a lot of these fans recognize you, they look up to you, but I'm curious, who do you look to for inspiration? Who helped you as you were coming up the ranks?
Oh, my dad got me into this. I started racing when I was 7 years old and haven't left the bike since. I've been doing this for 28 years now.
What made you move on to this part of freestyle motocross? Instead of racing, you're doing high-flying tricks. What brought you to this part of the sport?
Like I said, I grew up racing, and yeah, once I retired from racing, Travis Pastrana actually gave me a call one day, asked me if I wanted to try out some freestyle, and here I am.
And now you're doing tricks with some of your best friends and some of the best fans. Any final messages before we leave Nashville?
Nashville, you guys have been so awesome. The crowds have been great. You guys were getting loud out there. It just pumps us up even more. So let's keep the party going. The monster trucks are up next.
Let them hear it one more time, your FMX champion.
He took the two-wheel skills win. Looking to take another. Make some noise for Matt Cody in a Gravedigger.
Scores are open. Check out that steering wheel out the window one more time. Give it up, Matt Cody. Judgeszone.com, lock in those scores.
Matt Cody in a Gravedigger, having the steering wheel out the window during his donut run. Absolutely insane, but he's proving why he deserves to be behind the wheel of that black and green wrecking machine. He took the win in the competition earlier. Definitely looking to make it 2 wins. But Nashville, it's up to you. Locking in your scores. We've got them locked in. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is a solid score, an 8.504. That is your current score to beat. Next competitor to hit the track, make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Scores are open. Scores are open. Give it up one more time. Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, has shown us why he's got that name. Judgeszone.com, lock in those scores.
Crazy Trains, Triton Robbins, getting those BKT tires just hooked a little bit too much on that track. Some of you fans are able to see that that track is a little bit moist. It's almost like a clay-like texture. That is just a little tough to slide on top, but we got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... That's a 4.669. Right now, that is good enough for second place. Throughout the donut competition, these drivers are going to be looking for these 12,000-pound machines to completely defy gravity. What they need is not only precision and skill, but they need exactly what they want from this track. A perfect track is going to be the combination of moist and dry so that they can fly across that top layer of dry dirt. Nashville, get those zombie arms ready. It's John Zimmer in Zombie.
Scoring is open. Give it up one more time. John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. 20 seconds left. JudgesZone.com. Score now. Score now.
John Zimmer in Zombie, coming out here on the track and finding that perfect groove to get those revolutions speedy and quick. A great donut here in the donut competition. We got the current score to beat right now, held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.504. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is so close, an 8.213 right now. That is good enough for second place. Your next competitor's ready to go. He's looking for those planes in the stands. Get ready for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. One more time. Give it up. Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left to lock in those scores.
Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy is giving us a perfect example of how tough sometimes getting into those perfect rotations are. You could hear him kind of rev to try and get into that perfect groove, and we want that hum of the engine. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in. The score for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy is That's a 5.400 right now. That's good enough for third place. Next up, we got this shark swimming in circles. Give it up for Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
Give it up, Angelina Knock in Megalodon. 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Angelina Knock in Megalodon, getting out here and swimming that little shark in a bunch of circles, proving she's got the power to pull off an amazing donut here in the donut competition. We've got the scores almost locked in for Angelina Knock. Let's take a look. The score to beat right now is held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.504. And the score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is... That's an 8.674. We have a new leader. Next up, put your hands together for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Monster Jam fans, I just got word from our officials that actually does count as an official attempt here in the donut competition, but he is not eligible for a score. So Terminal Velocity, John Zimmer Jr. will not be eligible for a score. And I'm getting word that he's got issues with his rear steer, which could be the exact reason why he's not able to get into those rotations. We're gonna have our pit reporter, Carlos, getting the breaking news on that and how it affects Terminal Velocity in the rest of the competition. Check out the Super Glued to the Action replay of Angelina Knock in Megalodon. This is what we're looking for, that send into the rotations, and you can see those tires locked into one direction. In a Monster Jam truck, the front two tires are controlled by the steering wheel, and those back two are controlled by a toggle switch. This is exactly the type of steering we're talking about here for Terminal Velocity that he might be experiencing issues with. Next up, time to get loud for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. win for Jamie Sullivan in a Sparkle Smash. You see the ribbon boards turned red. Lock in those scores right now for Jamie Sullivan. Monster Jam fans, something that's crazy about these Monster Jam trucks and something that makes donuts so difficult is that front two tires on a Monster Jam truck are controlled by their steering wheel, and the back two tires are controlled by a small toggle switch. So these drivers are actually able to manipulate the front steering as well as the rear steering. There's so much maneuvering that goes on inside of a Monster Jam truck, and you know, for us, it just looks pretty simple. That's because these drivers are so talented. Let's find out exactly how talented you thought Sparkle Smash was. We got the scores locked in. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is a solid score, a 6.632. Right now, that lands her in 4th place. One trend that we're seeing here in the donut competition is something that we experience often here at Monster Jam, and that's almost two sides of the track with two different track conditions. If you bring your eyes to the end of the arena where we see our Monster Jam trucks entering in, we're getting wind from that tunnel, we're getting air from that tunnel, and as a result, it dries out the track closest to the tunnel. A little bit of dry dirt on top of our track is actually ideal for a competition like racing or a competition like the Monster Jam Donuts. But when you bring us to the other side of the arena, the track where we saw Sparkle Smash compete is going to be a little bit more tacky. The drivers have to be smart considering all of these obstacles, and it's really something that comes with the nature of the beast here at Monster Jam. They're not only competing against each other, but themselves and the track conditions here in the arena. That just makes the winner of the donut competition all the more worthy of those 8 points on the chart. We'll be back with more Monster Jam Donuts in just a few. Check out this time-lapse video of our incredible track construction crew building our track you see right now here in the Bridgestone Arena. When Monster Jam comes to town, it might look a little different than when you normally come and see your events here in the Bridgestone Arena, but it's our track construction crew that works tirelessly to build the ideal track, able for our Monster Jam trucks to come out here and pull off those crazy maneuvers. It takes our track construction crew about 9 hours to build this track, load in the dirt, and they spend time perfecting it. You can see them right now using stencils, using that paint to show you the track that you walk in and see. It takes a lot of work, and we wouldn't be able to do it without our incredible Monster Jam track construction crew. Getting back to the donut action. Let's see those Toro horns for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Scores are open. Go to judgeszone.com and give it up one more time. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Fernando said, I am done with this steering wheel. He's thrown it outside the truck, a little dizzy from that donut run, but we saw some speedy revolutions. Fernando was able to send that Monster Jam truck into the perfect amount of revolutions. Let's check it out. We got the current score to beat right now, held by Angelina Knock in Megalodon. That's a score of an 8.674. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is Nashville. That means he is the winner of the donut competition. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco claims the next 8 points. They'll be added to his score in hopes of him climbing up the leaderboard. We're gonna get to hear from the winner himself, but one more time, give it up for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Nashville, I am here with your champion. That is 2 wins here in Nashville. How did you get it done on the last event of Nashville?
I'll tell you one thing, I didn't need this guy right here. Once it got spinning, I let the bull eat, baby. Nashville, I know you love those. It's all a game of strategy out here, and I only have one thing left to do, throw my brain out the window, because Carlos, we got freestyle up next, man.
We do have freestyle, the last competition of this entire event weekend. Give us what to expect.
I rolled it over once. My crew chief is in the stands. He said, you might as well just nuke it because we're getting a brand new body anyway. So Nashville, you guys are in for a treat, but I need you to get the loudest. It's the last event. So I need to hear you 1, 2, 3. Where you at?
An incredibly exciting donut competition here with El Toro Loco coming out on top. We've got to check in on the BKT overall event leaderboard. So let's check it out. Gravedigger is still holding out that first place spot right now with 18 points. And we've got a 2-way tie for second place. Terminal Velocity and Zombie, father and son, tied for second place with a total of 15 points. In fourth place, we've got Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. And a tie for fifth place, Plain Crazy and Sparkle Smash. They are both tied right now with a total of 12 points. Megalodon in seventh with a total of 10, and Crazy Train, Triton Robbins, with a total of 6 points, holding out that 8th place spot. But Nashville, we still have one competition to go, and that competition is Monster Jam Freestyle. Some of you guys came just to see this go down, so we want to prepare you as the official judges. Every driver must complete the first 15 seconds of their run to be eligible for a score. And we want to see them use all the ramps on the track. We want to see some super creative moves, some combinations, and of course, we want that Monster Jam wow factor. We want to see those crazy maneuvers that have made Monster Jam a worldwide phenomenon. So, buckle up, it's your last chance to judge our Monster Jam superstars. We've got Monster Jam Freestyle coming your way. You know what? One of my favorite things about being behind the desk here is getting to make new friends like you guys. I have got 2 amazing friends here. We've got Jackson and Jace, and I think that they're perfect too to go head to head with Angelina Knock. Nashville, we're gonna see who can name the most animals in 10 seconds. We got the brother duo right here. Are you feeling ready?
Yes.
Are you feeling ready?
Absolutely.
Amazing. So I'm gonna hold the mic right in the middle for you guys, and we're gonna start the clock from our producers. They're gonna give us a 15-second clock. Amazing. So when you guys start, that's when the time begins, okay? Ready? And as many animals as you can. Ready? Go.
Cat. Snow leopard.
Dog.
Frog.
Fish.
Dolphin.
Tiger.
Octopus.
Elephant.
Shark.
Zebra.
Camel.
Ooh, good job, you guys. Time is up, but you got a score of 11. High five, that was incredible. Nashville, give them a round of applause. That was really good. Now, let's put you head to head with Angelina Knock. Let's see how many animals she could name.
Lion, tiger, bear, cat, dogs, turtle, manatee, sea lion, giraffe, elephant,
She got 11. You guys, you know what that means? You did a fantastic job going head to head with her. And you know what? For helping me out, what I want to give you guys is I want to give you a pass today to go and meet the drivers after the event. You're going to go to the post-show meet and greet. You're going to get to meet these drivers. And you could talk to Angelina about going head to head. Does that sound good? You want to meet the drivers after the event?
Yes.
And what do you think, Jackson? How you feeling about meeting these drivers?
I think that's going to be really awesome.
Well, I think you guys are really awesome. Nashville, give these two a big round of applause. You guys did absolutely fantastic. Thanks so much for helping me out. And we're going to head to Carlos right now in the stands.
That's right, Keaton. It's time to get back to more Monster Jam action. All right, Nashville, I'm going to ask for your help. Go ahead and grab your phones. Turn on your lights. You guys are going to help me get the freestyle started. Go ahead. I need to see those lights. There we go. There we go. All right, follow my lead. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Stay on the beat. Nashville, we have reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Scoring is open, Nashville. Go to judgeszone.com. You know the drill. Score now, score now.
Crazy Train's Triton Robbins starting the freestyle competition off with a bang. He knows how to get it started. You saw him come in with speed. He was able to use multiple obstacles out there during his freestyle run, and he looks pretty proud out there. Looks like he's having fun. We got the scores locked in. Let's figure it out. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is a 7.047. That is the current score to beat.
Hampton, it's time for freestyle. Cheer loud
Nashville, judgeszone.com. Give it up one more time. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Score now, score now.
What a Fernando freestyle indeed. Nashville, give it up for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Incredible. We saw him completely clear the pod. A huge air on that freestyle run. There's his crew chief, Daniel Gonzalez, cheering him on from the stands. Let's check it out. The current score to beat right now is held by Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. He's got a score of 7.047. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is Nashville. We have a new leader. Next to hit the track, you better get those shark attacks ready. It's Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Monster Jam fans, Angelina Knock in Megalodon, leaving it all out on the track for you fans. But there's one rule here in freestyle, and it's that each driver must fill the first 15 seconds of the run to be eligible for a score. No matter how epic those first 15 seconds, they must be filled. I got word from my officials. Unfortunately for Angelina Knock, she did not fill that time and will not receive a score for freestyle. But you know what? We know Angelina Knock and we know Megalodon, and that's not the run she wanted to have here in freestyle, but we can certainly tell she was looking to leave it all out on the track for you, Nashville. So give it up for her one more time. As a competitor, she wants to show you more. Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
All right, Monster Jam fans, we're gonna take a quick break from the action to play a little game with all of you guys. Let's get to know our driver and see their moves. So we're gonna take a look at the video board. We got Triton Robbins up there. We call this the copy cam. So we're gonna put the camera on all of y'all and let's see if you can do the Crazy Train rants better than Triton.
Okay, Nashville, keep up those Crazy Train moves. That's a good Crazy Train right there, Nashville. Keep it up.
Monster Jam fans, thank you so much for playing along and giving Triton Robbins all the support. But it looks like it is time to get back to the Monster Jam action. Introducing up next, Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
He's headed for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Scoring is open, Nashville. Head on over to judgeszone.com right now to lock in your scores for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. What a freestyle run. Nashville, what did you think of that Morgan & Morgan backflip? Incredible on the super glue glued to the action replay. Absolutely a fantastic freestyle. Nashville, let's find out what you thought. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is a 9.753. Nashville, we have a new leader.
Let's give a shout out to our Tennessee Ford dealers for helping put Monster Jam together. Speaking of keeping things together, check out the Ford Explorer. With spacious seating for 7, you can carry your whole crew on any trip. Designed with innovative tech like the 180-degree camera, hands-free liftgate, you'll have the confidence and control to be unstoppable. Get behind the wheel of one today at your local Ford dealer.
Let's take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. We've just made an adjustment. It's Matt Cody and Gravedigger taking that first place spot with a score of a 9.753. In second place, we've got Fernando Martinez with a score of a 9.438. And Crazy Train Triton Robbins currently holding out that third place spot with a score of 7.047. Nashville, you've seen some crazy freestyles. Let's take a look at the overall points right now. The BKT overall event leaderboard up on the screen. Matt Cody secures his spot in first place, holding out 18 points. We've still got that two-way tie between Zombie and Terminal Velocity, holding out a total of 15 points. El Toro Loco in fourth place with 14 points, and a two-way tie for fifth place between Sparkle Smash and Plain Crazy, both holding out a total of 12 points. Megalodon's Angelina Knock in seventh place with a total of 10, and Crazy Train's Triton Robbins holding out eighth place currently with a total of 6 points. But that mystery of who will be adding 8 points to their score is still up in the air. We've got more trucks to come in the freestyle competition, and we're going to be headed your way with more Monster Jam action.
All right, Monster Jam fans, one more time, I got another giveaway, and I've got some awesome Monster Jam fans who've been waiting for this the whole event. I'm gonna present them to you. Can you give us your names?
Daniela. Ruben.
Give it up for Daniela and Ruben. All right, guys, we're gonna look up at the video boards and we're gonna get to know a little bit more about our drivers. So one of our drivers is gonna be up there. They're gonna ask you guys, or they're gonna give you guys a couple of facts, and you guys got to find out which one is the lie. All right? All right, team, throw up our driver question.
Can you guess which one is a lie? I own many horses. I dressed one of my horses as a unicorn for Halloween. I lived in a town called Christmas. If you think you lie, let me hear it.
All right, Monster Jam fans, I got a couple of fans around here. What are we thinking? Are we thinking A, B, C? I see a C over there. I see a couple of C's. Couple more C's. Somebody's got an A for some reason, I guess. Let's find out. All right, you guys got a guess? All right, go ahead.
C.
All right, their official guess is C. Let's see if you got it right.
That's right. I did not use horses as one for Halloween. Thanks for playing.
Oh no! She did not dress a mini horse up for Halloween. But you know what? I'm gonna give you a prize anyway, because I'm in charge right now. So, a huge shout out to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey, the greatest show on earth. This arena is awesome. We've got amazing high-flying stunts, and you guys are gonna get to go to the circus and see even more crazy stunts here in a couple of weeks. One more time, Monster Jam fans, give it up for Daniela and Ruben. Monster Jam fans, give it up one more time. Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. 20 seconds left, 20 seconds left. Go on judgeszone.com and get those scores locked in.
Give it up for her outside the truck, Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash, laying down an incredible freestyle. She's out there on the track proving girls can be pretty and gritty. Check it out. We've got her up on 2 wheels, some major air. So let's find out what you thought of the score. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is a solid score, an 8.021. That lands her currently in 3rd place. Nashville, let's see those zombie arms. It's John Zimmer in Zombie.
Scores are open. Scores are open. Give it up one more time. John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left to lock in those scores.
John Zimmer saw all those zombie arms in the crowd and decided to deliver for you, Monster Jam fans. Delivering a very good freestyle. We saw consistent moves using all obstacles, and we got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is a 7.303 right now. That lands him in 4th place. Next hit the track, he's ready to take flight. Show him your airplane arms. It's Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy. Scoring is open for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy. Nashville, you see those ribbon boards turned red? You know what to do. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy. This Monster Jam truck is ready to take flight. Check it out on the Super Glue, Glued to the Action replay. We see Montana getting some major air outside of his truck right now. He's calling for those planes, Nashville. Show him those wings right back. We got the scores locked in, so let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy is a 6.863. That right now lands him in 6th place. Nashville, for the last time in the Bridgestone Arena, it's time to get loud for our freestyle competitor, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. The clock is paused at 22 seconds. We're gonna wait for word from our officials to see if he can refire and fill the rest of his time in the freestyle competition. Looks like he's good to go.
Monster Jam fans, once again, judgeszone.com, and give it up one more time. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, starting off the freestyle run super strong, clearing that pod, and he's pushing that truck to its limits. We can see potentially there might be something going on, but he as a driver pushes through, able to give you the best freestyle he can, so let's see what you thought. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is an 8.251, a solid score, landing him in third place, which means Nashville, your winner of the freestyle competition is Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody in Gravedigger adds 8 more points to his total score, but was it enough? Your overall event champion here today got 4 points in the JCB racing competition, 8 points in the two-wheel skills challenge, 6 points in the donut competition, 8 points in the freestyle competition, with an overall event total of 26 points. Your overall event champion is Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody in Gravedigger takes the overall event championship here today. Our last event here in the Bridgestone Arena. And Matt Cody in Gravedigger is walking away with that trophy. It's his first overall event championship here this weekend. Give it up for that black and green wrecking machine, Matt Cody. You took him through racing, through the skills challenge, donuts, and freestyle. Nashville, you crowned him 2 competition wins. And he gets to hold that trophy and be crowned the overall event champion. We're gonna get to hear from the winner himself in just a sec.
Monster Jam fans, we're just getting here set up on the pod, and you said something kind of interesting to me. Go ahead and repeat it so the fans know as well.
I said, you know what, I'll go ahead and hold one of these now. Man, we did practice on Friday, and we did, you were going to hand it to me. I said, no, I can't take all my good luck up yet. Man, it's been a blast. We had a rough start yesterday, but we came in today, Sunday fun day, like I said, and we were going to do a bad to the bone, Gravedigger day, just like I promised you all. Man, my hat's off to these guys back here, my King and Jazz. They've been working hard all weekend. We ripped the whole front end out of it yesterday, 2 backflips this weekend, and they've been on top of it. So one more time, Nashville, give them a big round of applause.
So there's an overall event championship underneath your belt. We're ending this first weekend, but the series has just begun. Talk to us about what it's gonna be like as we continue on.
Hey, you all got to witness it right here for the first time out. That man right there in Terminal Velocity is a madman, along with the other 6 drivers back there. And it's going to be a long 18 weeks, a long, stressful 18 weeks. But I can't wait. I can't wait to keep driving this truck in the ground with these guys and going city to city. So like I always say, Nashville, thank you guys for coming out, supporting Monster Jam, supporting Gravedigger, and supporting us. And we'll see you next year.
An incredible night culminates with Matt Cody and Gravedigger winning the overall event championship. Nashville, we want to thank you so much for coming out, and don't forget to stop at the merchandise stands on your way out to pick up the latest Spin Master die trucks and other great items to take a piece of Monster Jam home with you. Also, make sure to visit monsterjam.com for results, tickets, digital content, and don't forget to book your trip to Salt Lake City for World Finals 24. Nashville, we couldn't have asked for a better first stop here in the series. For my co-host Carlos, I'm Keaton, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.